All right, hello world. So I want to share with you today an opportunity presented by this new law that significantly changed the rules governing retirement accounts. It was passed at the end of 2022. It's known generally as the Secure Act 2.0. And if you're wondering why I'm looking like this, it's because it's a Sunday. I've been doing some reading, studying up on all the new changes. There's literally dozens, if not hundreds, of changes to these rules and new opportunities, etc. But admittedly, it's pretty dry reading, so I had to get outside and get some exercise to kind of keep me from falling asleep. But anyway, when I'm running, I usually get some good ideas at some of my most creative time. And here's the one thing that struck me that I want to share with you, and that's this opportunity for couples in particular where there's a significant age difference between husband and wife. So one of the provisions that's going to come into effect in 2024 is a new option for spouses that inherit a retirement account from a deceased spouse. So generally, most often what will happen in this typical situation, husband and wife, let's say the husband dies, well, the wife will just take on his IRA as hers. It's called a spousal rollover. But the new rule that's going to come into effect here, again, in 2024, is going to give a surviving spouse another option. They're going to be able to treat an inherited spousal IRA as if it was still the decedent's IRA for purposes of required minimum distributions. So let me demonstrate why this is a big deal. Let me give you a class or an example here. Let's say husband and wife. Husband's age 72 last year, so he had to start taking required distributions, but his wife is 10 years younger. She's only 62. Okay, if the wife dies, she's only 62 at death, she does not need to take required distributions. If the husband were to do a spousal rollover and take over her account, well, now he's going to have to start taking required distributions from that account as well. So obviously that can be a big issue. Let's say the wife had $1 million IRA. Well, that's going to be another $40,000 of income that the husband has to take out. That's under the old rules or the classic spousal rollover. Under this new rule, the husband can choose to treat the inherited IRA as if it was the wife still in terms of her age. So he would not have to start taking required distributions from that account until the year in which she would have had to start taking required distributions. So this is going to be a tremendous planning opportunity for couples, or for surviving spouses in particular, those that especially that don't need the income. So this could cause some problems in a situation, again, where especially if both couples had significant retirement accounts in terms of value, the surviving spouse might end up with a lot more income than they even want and might end up having to pay a lot more taxes. The other issue, of course, is if you file your taxes as a single filer, if your spouse dies and you're on your own for a while, well, the tax brackets are much lower for individuals. In other words, you get into those upper tax brackets much quicker from an income perspective. So this is going to be a big opportunity, again, for those spouses where there's a significant age difference. And again, that comes into effect 2024. So I better wrap it up there. I'm going to start rambling. Here's a kind of a look at my world, and behind me, the Earhart Carousel Farm. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.